Okay, hatboro-horsham blues students here. You want to, I'm going to give you just a really basic approach that you can use to start playing and exploring on your own. To give you an idea of what I guess guitarists would call attacks. Two attacks. When you're playing this bass, this nice steady 1, 2, 3, 4 bass. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what am I doing there? I'm playing the melody note on string 1. I'm playing that by pinching it against my bass note. See, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And to get used to chewing and walking, chewing gum and all that, walking, you can just go down this Dorian scale with pinches and counting it off. You want to be in this basic groove. And that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, or 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, A, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, then 2, that's the B, A, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4, B, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the basic formula that we talked about in class with E, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, it's third measure, fourth measure, first measure of A, second measure of A, first measure of E, second measure of E, first measure of B, first measure of A, first measure of E, B, turn around, and start it again. So that's a 12-bar blues that we talked about. I'm going to try to stick to that for these 3 weeks. There's other ways you can organize a song. That's 12-bar blues, and we'll stick to that so that you get that, just the roll of that 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, A, 3, 4, second measure, first measure of E, second measure of E, one measure of B, one measure of A, one measure of E, one measure of B, and repeat the whole thing. You want that in your head as you're playing all this, because you have to know when there's chord changes come. Why? Because that tells you what bass note you're going to be playing. When I'm playing an E chord, I'm playing this E bass. That makes all the sense in the world, I hope. When I get to the A chord, I want to be playing an A bass. And when I get to a B chord, I want to be playing a B bass right now for you, just to get you into it. You'll do some other things later on, but to keep it simple, we're just going to keep that B bass. Yes, that restricts what you can play here and makes fingering more difficult. So I'm going to keep that really simple too. We're not going to do anything when we get to the B chord. We're not going to do anything fancy up here or anything that's going to make fingering difficult, because it's so important to get the rhythm of this down. Have that just rhythm just in you, where you just have a natural clock that counts this out. So there are 2 attacks. The first attack is a pinch, and that's a pinch. You can see that these are working just the way evolution designed it, right? That I am hitting string 6 and 1 together. I'm plucking them together. I'm pinching them together. And then the second attack is a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now when I count these measures out, I'm going to count 1. I'm going to try. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to go 2, 2, 3, 4, which means the second measure, and then 3, 2, 3, 4, and then 4, 2, 3, 4. And as I mess that up, you'll all be able to have a big laugh on me next Wednesday when we get together. So, but right now, that's what I'm going to try to count it. If I mess it up, you can do what you want with it. So here's the exercise. I'm just going to go up and down that Dorian scale. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, back to the E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, B, 3, 4, A, 3, 4, E. All right, when I get to that, I'm just going to cover that for a second. I did in class, but your index finger is just the biggest, the turnaround that everybody knows and uses. Even though there are easier ways to do this, I just want you to learn this turnaround because it's so popular and it's so endemic in the blues. So that is putting index finger on string 2, fret 3, your middle finger on string 3, fret 4, and you would have 1, that's just the bass, 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn around to the B. So let's just try this again. You can do this in any way that you want. Where you stop, wherever you end up, you can go along with what I do exactly here, but you don't have to be restricted to that. What I mean is if I end up going all the way down and on this little exercise, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2. If you do that and do it like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and end up here, just pick up the A right here, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, back to the E, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3. See? And that will give you the idea of, they all actually kind of work. And it'll give you a sense of exploration as to, well, what works with the E chord, what notes work best. As you add in some other techniques of slides and little bends and bigger bends, and you'll find like really sweet spots for the blues that you'll go to when you're playing. So let's just do that exercise again. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, unplugged, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, now to the A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, back to the E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, now the B, A, E. Now, as I said, you can do that. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4. Do you get the idea? Say, you're just getting your fingers used to where these spots are, where the spots are on this E Dorian scale. And I think you'll agree that, oh yeah, that's blues that I've heard all my life. They're the notes that I heard, aren't they? In other words, you don't hear this. That's string 1, fret 1. That doesn't quite go. So, or maybe it does.
For Sunday.
Yeah. Actually, Stevie Ray Vaughan does use that note. A lot of you, but you're not Stevie Ray Vaughan, and nobody but Stevie Ray Vaughan is Stevie Ray Vaughan. So you can just work that up and down that fretboard. It doesn't have to be, no, when you start to get, good. See, I just moved around randomly with nothing at all in mind, which is kind of like Baxter lives life, but you can actually do that on the guitar. So now the other thing is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and see, I'm not counting the way I told you I would, but that was just demonstration. Let's go up and down the fretboard on these Dorian notes that are right in front of you that I sent to you. They're not hard to memorize, and you'll pay the price when you don't hit the notes. It'll be like. So that's a wrong note. At least I hope you do. your dog will know. Your dog will tell you that's a wrong note. That's so. So let's just go with 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and to an A. To E. And then to a B. I kind of just dropped that to get you used to the real rhythm of the song, the 4/2 formula. Doesn't matter. Let's go. 4 and A. Okay, so that should keep you going. What I want you to do is just do what I said. Go along with me on this exercise, and then explore. Explore. I'm sending this to you today against my wife's better judgment. Tomorrow I want to send you one with just doing little, I'm going to show you the various techniques of slides and hammer-ons and trills. And so that as you're doing this, you can try to add some little hammer-ons. Etc. And I'll see you in the next video, but get this and try it and learn the notes of the Dorian Scale, and you will open up a new world for you. Okay, thank you. I'll see you all on Wednesday.